Good evening everyone. How are you doing this fine Sunday evening? Thank you, Monkey D. Luffy, straight away for your sub. First and foremost, let's get through to the scene and get on the... Where's the desktop audio? There it is. Good evening, how is everyone? Monkey D. Luffy, thank you so much for your 10-month sub, that is very much appreciated. Your support, as always, very, very generous. Bonebreaker, good evening to you. And Zimpow, good evening to you. How are you all doing? How goes your gold making? How goes your World of Warcraft or any other games you might be playing? We're currently here. We've been doing, excuse me, we've been doing a fair amount of just relisting and relisting and relisting throughout this month. And so far, so good. I'll do the normal mailbox opening stuff before everyone else arrives, so we can get started with that, and then we'll go through and see what else we can do this evening. Obviously we've got the Wowhead blog coming up at 7 o'clock in an hour's time, so we'll have that. Is everyone from the US recovered from their Thanksgiving at the moment? Let's go, right, let's deal with, there's a lot of stuff to deal with here. Let's open these. This will give me some herbs and some enchants. And anything else we need here? I think we're all right there. Let's send those herbs straight away off. That and that to Jewelcrafting. And then we will bank the meat and the fish, and that will give us a bit more space. We go over to that window and just drop off all the meat. And the fish as well. Probably got a few enchanting mats here. We don't quite need as many of those. Don't have a lot of space there. Let's drop them down in here. Just clear those out. That's another XP one, so we'll keep those for later. Okay, that's roughly set up. We can probably just drop those as well, actually. Got a bit of crafted dreadful gear that probably needs to go in a group. Let me check in on that to update our group, see how those go. Happy to be back in WoW and Goldmaking. Well, it's lovely to have you here, Monkey D. Luffy. Good evening, Will. How are you doing? I hope you're having a fantastic weekend so far. This is our month so far. It's looking really promising at the moment. It was a big increase over the month before. I'll do a full end of month summary video probably tomorrow, but we're looking year-wise, Shadowlands-wise, we're looking good so far. I mean, in terms of lofty peaks, we're still working towards Brutosaur level. That's where we're headed. You're cold, yeah, I know, it's very, very cold. I thought it would be the perfect day to keep the front door open and install a cat flap today, so it's been freezing. Jeannie, doing very well, thank you very much. How about yourself? Let's just adjust that group. So that is tailoring.
The Gold Queen just subscribed. Oh. Hi.
Hi, Gold Queen. How are you? Thank you so much for your sub. That's very, very kind of you. 18 months total. That's amazing. How are you doing? How are the kittens doing? We do have a kitten cam tonight. I've got Jammy nestled in amongst Cat Bus and Totoro at the moment. So it's all a go. We're just trying to train them to use the cat flap now, which is interesting. Definitely worth a right. This is 48, and 39. So 48. That's the wrong things. Where are they? These ones. A specific item. No, we want to do this by item level. So 28, then 39. So I'll add that one in. And then the other two are 48, which is these ones. Let's add those two in. That should work. There we go. Okay. That should work. Smooth George, good evening to you. Heating on max, still in your warmest clothes. I know it's very, very cold at the moment. Kittens are cuddly. Extreme floofers are, that's lovely to hear. They're wonderful when they cuddle up, and you get all the cuddles with them. Installing a cat flap ahead of forecasts of snow. I know, Real Ginny. Good evening to you as well, but I know it's crazy. But I figured rather than us having the door open all the time, letting them in and out, we might as well go the whole hog and put a cat flap in, and they can go in and out when they need to. Right, I've just adjusted all my bits and pieces. So let's start with just loading stuff up. Let's just move this across a little bit so we can see that. Let's move this down underneath Jammy so we can see that. Right, okay, so 6,000 gold coming in enchants. We'll go through everything else, see what we've got, and see how things go from there. Full relist tonight, so 500 odd items, nearly 600. Good evening, Drizzling Rose. How are you doing? How goes your alt empire? How many are we up to now? Must be quite a few, really. Right, let's get... Okay, this is all going on. I will need to do a restock, definitely on Bridget, because we sold another of our panthers, the jeweled onyx panther, so we need to sort that out. Can't quite see. That should be all right. Window positioning wise, I could maybe make it a little bit smaller, and we won't quite see everything. That kind of works. Operation can go down a little bit. And the cellar we don't necessarily need so big. There we go. Let's try and get that to fit in a little bit better. Not used to having to adjust for kittens. Up to 26. Wow. That's really, really good. Garrison Panda Queen. I like it. That's a good title. That's going to be a decent amount of gold any which way you look at it once you utilise them. Oh no, Jeannie, you just died on your hardcore toon. Oh, how did you die? I've got this sort of stuff to look forward to on my Season of Mastery playthrough. And yeah, F's in chat for Jeannie. That's tough. I know the sad feelings. Oh, backspawn. Yeah, that is tricky. What level did you get up to? Colour Starring, good evening to you. How are you doing? My Majesty, thank you. Such an honour. Up to 15. Okay. That's not too painful then. Yeah. You ran out of HP. That's how you die. Good one, Darkwing. Good evening to you as well, Darkwing. Rest in pieces indeed.
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be
yeah, it's definitely painful. Right, okay, that's everything else. Enchants are going slightly odd prices here. Why my minimum price is 1.5? Probably based on market value. 1.599 DB market. It's currently below min price. But we'll go with that for now. That's region crafting. Ah, region is... What's region? Ah, region's higher, that's why. Okay. Would have survived if had a health pot. Yeah, it's always the case. Coulda, woulda, shoulda. It's the... You think about it after the time. Time to pick up your backup hardcore tuner and level 9 warlock. That is a good choice. I hear good things of warlocks. I've never really played one. Hellfire is not very high in level, and she's my only warlock I've got or ever tried to play.
If you find anything exotic,
Alright, let's keep on listing the auctions. Get everything listed on. Got some food, got some Ascended Vigour, Gale Force Striking, Mongoose there, 3,000 gold, that's nice. And a couple more bits of food. I need to look into what Mage Tower stuff people might be looking for as well. That's another good option. Gumdrops, good evening to you. How are you doing? Are you back from your travels? How are you doing with Storm Arwen? Is everything safe and secure with you? Hopefully not too much damage. Hickons, good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. I swear I'm not hooked on Classic. Of course not. It is but a small game. How could you be? Didn't Wowhead have a best in slot list on Maytown? Yes, Darkwing put it on the Discord recently. Yeah. I need to go through that and have a look and see what's, if anything, things I can make and sell. Because people will be using that, definitely. There isn't a Darkwing? Yeah, I'll have to go through that. Thank you for doing the shout-outs as well, Darkwing. Much appreciated. How's your gold making empire, Hickons? I've been seeing your tweets of how much you've been making so far, and it's incredible the level you got to at the moment. Not back till mid-December. Wow, okay. And seeing some fallen trees on Twitter. Hope Beard wasn't too bedraggled. No, this far south we didn't really get too much of a battering. Wow, that's a good long holiday you're having. I hope all is well. Crusader Enchant is a big one. Whoops, that's the wrong mouse window. Managed to get the recipe for 15k. Yeah, the Crusader Enchant is one I tend to sell quite well. I don't know if when was the last time I sold it? Let's have a look. Revenue, all time, Crusader. So what have he got? Actually, it's been a while. It's been a long while since I've sold Crusader. 119 days. Now, it's a good price. Crafting 33. Maybe... Oh, hold on. I've got no auctions on. Right. Why aren't I selling this? It's in my old world good enchants. Something's not quite right. An illusion. Or something. Okay, we need to look into that. Thank you for reminding me of that one. Let's go have a look. So, groups, tailoring. Where's my enchanting? So, old world good enchants. I think it was in the good stuff, was it? Oh, that looks like shopping. Oh, that's shopping. Weapons. Crusader is there. It's not in its own individual one. And we've got one. There's two in there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's a few extra ones here. Operation. Aha, here we go. There's no crafting operation on the regular ones. So now, how would I want to do this? Let's make a sub operation for this. Hold on. Others. And we'll add in everything that's not in one of the other ones. Now, how could I guess it's going to be all of those ones. Add those in. Operation wise, region crafting 248 hours. I guess that would work as an operation. Region sale craft min. The 48 hours we'll stick with actually. And then we'll go back to others and we'll stick in crafting operation. I always like to have two of each. That way if something's sold, we can always do that. 120% crafting profit. Let's go with that. That's going to be interesting. Let's just have a look at what's in there. Others. So, not a great major intellect. That's a good one. Sale rate 0 of the greater parry. And what's the... yeah, that's really low. Crusader definitely should have been in there. And Dancing Steel. Crusader, I might actually go in its own operation, because you can see that could do with the DB market in there. So we'll take Crusader and we'll drop that in to here and operations wise we'll add in again 2 of each, and then instead of region crafting we'll make this DB market as a craft minimum times 10, 12 hours. I want 48 hours really, so that will match the 2 I've got. Times 2, that's region. We want DB market times 5, min 110%, times 5 DB market 12 hours. I could do with one like that, but 48 hours ideally. So that's more region. That's 12. Yeah, let's get another one here. So let's look at my auctioning operations. I need to tidy these up. They're still in a bit of a mess. So if we go here and we rename this one, this isn't quite in the same format as the others. So let me just do this the same as the others. Times 5. There's a space there. Crafting. We haven't got percentages in these, so we don't really need that. And we're calling this DB market 12 hours, and then we'll make a copy of that, and this one will be 48 hours, so it's exactly the same. We'll just increase the time to 48 hours. Crafting DB market 200% crafting. Yeah, that should be fine. Okay, right. Oh, I've missed loads on chat whilst I did a brain dump there. Let me just run back up and catch you with everything. Yeah, so thank you for that, Smooth George. Something was missing, and now we've fixed it. Vesmore and I are zipping all over the place stateside, and then we'll be in the UK for Xmas and New Year. Oh, that sounds fantastic. Proper road trip. That's fantastic. 52 million profit in 3 weeks of 915. Almost at the end of week 4, and interested to see what your 1 month numbers look like. They are going to be amazing, Hickons, definitely. 5k sale on retail, fantastic. All the crashing toy, very nice. Yeah, I've never tried selling ones, I don't think. Yeah, so post them on just when you can, definitely. Mr. Ugly, good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. Just checking that everything's all okay there. That should be good.
Vesamora just subscribed.
Vesamora, thank you so much.
Thumbs.
How are you doing? Are you in Gumdrops having fun? Right, okay. So let's have a look. Yeah, 22 months is amazing. 52 million Picons are definitely amazing numbers. Let's go here. Have we got a load of stuff? No, we need to open some stuff up. Let's carry on just listing everything on first. There we are. We are excellent. Darius, good evening to you. How are you doing? You spilled tea on your keyboard this morning. It's been laying on a towel all day and works fine when you came back from home from work. Fantastic. Yeah, keyboard spillages are never fun. Definitely. Right, how are we doing? Another 20 odd spots left. Then we'll have, I wonder what's at the bottom here. We're doing some good sales at the moment. Not really legendary sales, but some good sales nonetheless. It's coming through, certainly. Big sink this week or two was a son of Galleon mount. Son of Galleon mount for 2 million. That sounds interesting. I don't think I've ever heard of that one. Oh, Black Market Auction House. Oh, very nice. What does it look like? I'll just post this lot on and we'll have a look. I came out with about 15 glyphs left, slowly building back up, almost 50k in a week, so you're happy. Very nice, Cow King. Very nice. That's what you've got to do, really. Start your empire rolling, find the things that are selling, and then double down on those, and then expand from there. And then, like me, you find things that you've been missing from selling, and then you quickly go and put those back on again. Panzerland World Boss Mount, which looks like the Brawlers Guild Mount. Oh, okay. I'm not familiar with that one. Right, let's carry on.
Thank
Last
you.
lot coming through.
Valarix just subscribed.
Valarix, thank you so much for your brand new Prime. Lovely to have you here. Welcome on board. Hope you're doing well. The Kodo looking beast. Ah, right, okay. Thank you, Rose. I can picture that. Oh, okay, 13,000 gold here. What have we got? Deep sea bags, shrouded cloth bags, netherweave bags. Okay, lots of alts, which is always what I expect to see. Shrouded cloth mittens for 4,800. That's a good price. Don't know what my profit margin is on those, but the shrouded cloth work and the shadow scale is not doing too badly actually. So let's take that. Add that to the gold. We'll need to do a restock, obviously, with those new enchants as well. So we'll go through, list everything on first. We'll do that. Probably do my my mission tables as well. Get those going through, and then we'll do restocks on Samadan. Just got home from almost 6 months away at sea for work. Wow, that is a huge time away, Samurai. Welcome back. Inspired you, and you invested in a 3D resin printer to print and then paint fantasy minis. Oh, that is an excellent idea, Samurai. I wish I had a 3D printer. It'd be all so many things. My desk would be completely littered with stuff that I'd make and print. I'd probably get very much carried away. But mini printing is definitely a good idea. And then I'd start painting them as well. And then there goes all my spare time. Not that I have much at the moment anyway, but still. Alright, let's get this all on. It's always nice to have a fully listed set of auctions. There we go. That's sold. Fortified speed, okay. Everything else doing fine. Let's go check in on our mission tables. So I've upgraded to the latest venture plan from the GitHub repository, so this should all work quite well. Let's start with, well, let's complete everything. That's all good, and let's see if we can upgrade anyone. What's my troop level at the moment? Down here we're at 50, so anyone below 50 could do with the boosts, like Bron. And Bron again. There you go. And Chlora. Get ready for the next lot. Okay, so that's done. Adventure-wise, let's have a look. Right, what have we got? Okay, Anima first. So let's try this one. Who's good for this one? No good enough. Let's get a healer in. No, what about 2 healers? There we go. Yeah, you say that's a lose. There's a way we can optimize this. Not necessarily. Let's put Meatball in instead. No, you still think that's a lose. What if we took you out and put that in? No, okay. I want to keep you in. Oops, lost it. Where's that gone? Let's edit party. Let's try that. No victory on there. Let's take you out. Take you out. Put you back in. Where's Pelagos when you need them? Where is Pelagos? Where? What are you doing down there? There we are, okay. Pelagos, Disciple Cosmos. Let's try. It's got to be a win in here somewhere we can find. Probably spending too much time on this. I mean, obviously Venture Plan thinks it's a win, but this one doesn't. I like to have them both thinking it's a win. Where do you get the tokens from? The leveling up ones, you get them from certain missions. Zenyum, right? Thank you so much for stopping by. Hope you're doing well. I started doing the thing with your fresh arts, only get one follower, level them all the way before getting any more. First alt at level 59, hoping this pays off the rapid leveling of others. Yeah, Mr. Ugly, I'm going to be doing that with my next characters as well. Right, let's try this fresh. Let's try, okay, so if we did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like my top players. There we go. That's a win. Win all round. That's a bit of a tough one, that. So let's start with some easier ones here. Usually we don't want to throw too many people in at once. So there we go, that one's easy enough. And this one, just throw someone in. That's a win, take that one. Now, XP couple here. This could be tricky though. Let's try someone up the top end. Okay, that's fine. And this one, no luck on that. Let's throw in a healer perhaps. No. There we go, that's a win. I'll take that one. Gold Farm Guy, good evening to you. How are you doing? Fantastic to have you here. Right, we're just going through our adventure plans. Done the main ones. There's a Veiled Augment rune, we'll take that. Just take the middle ones for these. Then gold, obviously, should be easy enough. See how this goes. A lot of calculations this one. Can we get a win out of this? Yes, we can. Then, okay, gold. These are quite tough ones, maybe. Let's try some higher ups. No, okay. My top higher ups, can you? None of you can do that. Okay, that might be tricky. What about the other one? Okay. Oh no, we got one. Then I'll do this one for some XP for my bottom ones. Let's get a win out of those, hopefully. Just have to simulate that one. And that leaves me with how many left? Just one more. One more. I would like to do that one, but I'm not going to be able to do it easily. XP wise, what's this? 213 dagger. Already got a dagger. I'm going to disenchant that. Fish and things I probably need. Herbalism, not so bothered with. That's good XP though. Can we get anything XP wise out of this? No. Well, we can get the XP, but we won't get the reward on it. I'd rather get the reward if I can, even if it's fish. So let's try that one. No luck on that either. So next in terms of XP is this one. Some meat. Oh, that's going to be a tough one though. Not sure I'm going to be able to get that one done. No. Right, okay, so I'll go with just the XP and Doom run it, I think. That's going to be my best option on that one. There we are. Okay. Right. So with all of that done, collected, posted on, let's go drop off our anima. We're very close to doing our weekly on the old anima there. We don't need the renown now, so that's good. Now that we're at 80. That's done. Another 490 anima in. That's good. So we'll park ourselves by our usual mailbox. Commander Bond, good evening to you. How are you doing? Right. stay. You're done. Let's run through everyone else. Now, as I said, I'll need to restock on Bridget. I'll do that after everyone else, though. Let's run through the main characters first before the Wowhead blog. No problem, Will. See you soon. Speaking of time, I've been watching Wheel of Time up to episode 3 at the moment. Really enjoying it, actually. It's a nice little series. Far more XP missions with the XP tokens. That's what I'm thinking, especially if you've got other characters that are maxed out. You can start feeding all the tokens just straight to that one character. It should be quite a good way of doing things. Okay, Katie, grab you, and back on our Brutosaur. Right, let's check our mail. What have we got? 751 in page 1. Fairly fast running through here, so should be good. That's all done.
Very well then. Have anything ancient to trade?
Run a postcard on that. Okay, Karachi, good evening to you. That as well as speed level the other followers, get better mission rewards quicker. Yeah, I think there's not... I mean, getting up to campaign level 16 is always useful, but once you've got enough troops that are going to really help out your missions, then you don't really have to worry too much. Yeah, the troops carry the missions. Does make it a lot easier. That would be my main focus. One follower, max out its level, max out the troops, then go and get your campaign up to level 16, and then what would I do after that? Then I'd collect up as many followers as possible and just start funneling them through as best as possible. It's a good tactic. I'll do that with Samadan once he's up to level 60. If I've got time, I'll do some leveling on him at the end. I picked up the 40 renown for him, so that's a good start, definitely. So basically the opposite way to your way you're doing it, where you can get all the followers at once. Yeah, basically. I mean, that's the way I did it initially. But since reading about it, I'm thinking this way is probably going to be better. I mean, the mission table campaign samurai, yes. Get that up to level 16, and then that's kind of like the optimal reward point, I find. Everything else beyond that's kind of cosmetic. The thing is, the gold doesn't really change a huge amount. But the other things, the XP and other bits like that do change, which is what makes it good. Okay, we may get some luck with some legendary sales, we may not. Let's carry on with our mission tables. 20 followers at level 1 and 1 follower at level 30 plus. Yeah, see, I haven't been doing my buildings, I just don't have nearly enough anima for that, but I hear that's also a good thing to do. It's not necessary, but getting up to tier 3 or something. And I'm not even getting my anima. Obviously, I'm not playing enough to get a decent amount of anima. So, right. Not much in the way of anima here. We're kind of low here. 879, so we'll take what we can. We'll have to think a bit frugally here. We'll start with that. I like to throw an extra one in anyway, even though it costs me a little bit more. So these are cheap, these are 10, so we can do those. And then this one. That's a nice cheap one. Then anything we could do with XP, but this is costing me 50 for those. See, I'm at campaign level 16 here, I'm not bothering higher at this point, certainly. It's not an upgrade. Well, have I got anything that we need to actually spend on our followers? There's where 10,000 one. What's our follower average here? Is 41. 41, 35, 41. There's a few here at 41. Let's just bump them up. There we go. Any more for any more? I can't see any. No. Okay, so let's go with more here. So I'm not bothering with a lot of these. I'll go with this, just because it's usually quite good to go for. And then that one's 3,000 XP. Yeah, that one's 3,000. It's going to cost me another 50 though. Should be okay with Meatball. Yeah. Mount missions at max. Yeah, you do get those actually. The extra mounts would be nice. So I'm not going to bother too much with here. I'm just going to full on XP. So 1800, that's the best one. Let's do the low levels. And then let's do those on that one. Just make sure that they both can actually win it. To get the full XP. I have to simulate that one. Yeah, let's do that one. And this one we'll just double check. There we go, that's a nice easy win as well. How many are we left with? We've still got another, we've got quite a few here. 693. I mean, this 400 XP in rep is kind of nice. That's good XP, but costly. That's quite middle ground. 30 for 1,000 XP. 25 for 1,000. That could be worth doing. I'm wondering whether to do... Well, that one will just get me some extra rep. That's easy enough. How many have we got? We've actually got 5 here, so I'll take the rep with you. Assign that one. And then if I'm going to spend 50, I might as well do it on a 1,500 one. Or I try and get something middling like this. Let's try this one. See if that actually gives me anything. No, didn't get a victory on that one anyway. So I'll go with 1,500. That's going to be more of a win actually. Let's go with that one, an 800, or well, let's see. That should be a win if we do this. Yeah. So
Thank you.
1,200 and a win we'll go for. There we go. Let's do that one.
Wow.
Okay. Right, cool. Rook Jackson, thank you so much. 8 months. Thank you very much for your support. It's really, really appreciated. What else did I miss on here? How do you tell what level your mission table campaign is at? Yeah, Venture Plan tells me at this point, which is really, really useful. 1 by 1 on tunes on your second account, concentrating on that account. That's a lot of anima. Yeah, that's the thing, is working out your anima, certainly. Yeah, I don't know where either, Real Ginny. It's probably somewhere. Easy anima from the 500 anima weekly. Yeah, there is that. See, I don't tend to do a lot. Shooting for 50 million by 10.0. Work is too big of a pain. Yeah, 50 million is a good target though, Mr. Ugly. I like it. You have a new target for 100 million by 9.2. That is a really good target. Right, let's just jump here, grab this. Oh, I haven't got anything to deposit, so that's superfluous. Let's jump back out. Bags wise, we're all good here. We've got fish, herbs. Sure, we just open that. Anything else? That will leave. Okay, let's just jump back to the mailbox here. And we'll send from here. We'll do fish. And go to Samadan. herbs can go to Jewelcrafting. I could do an operation for these to do them automatically, but I'll just leave it as it is for now. Okay, we're done with Bridget. Let's jump through the others as quickly as we can. Finding twice the results in half the efforts on your home server. Gave up on your server expansion plans. That's fair enough. If it's all down to efficiency, isn't it? Right, okay, so Earthern Leatherworking's been doing okay. We've sold a few things, not a huge amount. Life streams became more complicated and it's taking up a lot of your time. Absolutely, Rook. Life comes first, certainly. Especially when it gets complicated. So the problem with these two covenants is it takes a while to get from one place to the other, from inside to outside. But it's still worth it. We've got 1,000 anima here, so again, focusing on cheap gold, and we haven't got many companions here anyway, so I'm trying to level these up as best as possible. Not always easy, especially when things are difficult. Okay, that's a win. A costly win. We'll try this one. Okay, that's fine as well. Then that leaves me some gold we can probably scrape out. 306, 348. Let's try that one.
Zinpao just subscribed.
Oh, thank you,
Wow,
Zinpao.
look at that 29 months.
29 months
for all
indeed.
the work you do for us viewers. Samada one nanny thumb.
Thank you, Zinpao. Thank you for your support. That is absolutely amazing. Thank you very much indeed. That is absolutely wonderful. It's my pleasure to be here. Okay, let's just do the gold on that. Okay, that's done. That's done. Okay. Suppose how much gold you can make with just a few alts and daily callings. It adds up quickly. It does. It does. There's a good baseline here for gold making. At least to pay for people's flasks and things as a regular player of the game. Let's deposit that lot. How much do we get? Another 55. Not a huge amount. And we have to go outside to do our auctioning. So just hop on our flight. Let me know your alt mission tables has been a breeze. Yeah, I really should get into doing more of my mission table stuff. And my alts, rather. I tend to focus, what very limited time I do have these days, is I focus on just keeping my auctions list. See, I've got 12,000 here, so leatherworking's not too bad. We will need to do a restock on this, because a fair amount of this is sold. No confirmed gold sink in 9.2, maybe for 10. I really want something to spend your gold on. No, I'm not sure whether they're going to go full on Brutosaur levels. I really don't know. A gold sink would be nice. I mean, I imagine if they did with Return to Azeroth and player housing, you never know. There could be lots of gold to be spent there. I could see a lot of different things happening there. It'd be very, very interesting if they did do that. Yeah, just to keep the token price in check. Where are we at? Oh, 321,000. Wow, that is expensive. 56 item restock, and you restock Friday night. Wow, Rook, that is really good sales. You definitely know you're in the right market when you're getting that many sales. And hopefully for good profit margins too. Alright. I was thinking I'd easily get all these listed on by 7 o'clock, and I think I should, from the looks of things. Mine's 40 to 80% profit. That's really good. Uh, 20 to 30 at best. See, that shows you the difference in servers, doesn't it? Alright, let's take that as well. Take the gold. What's this lot on? Not a lot of stuff there. Okay, so in my bags there's a few things here. Don't know whether they should be on or not. We'll leave those for now. So we'll just park ourselves back inside, ready for the next run of this. So jump in there. I like to park myself back at the mission table before I jump onto the next character. See, if we do need anima, we can always do Jailer's Efforts. I'm just letting the renown kick through on these characters. Where are we at? So we're 80 with Samadan. Bridget's at 62. Earthen's here 35. Probably could do with sending over an anima pack, a renown package to Earthen, just so that we don't. It's barely any gold, really, isn't it? If I remember, I'll do that. Earthen needs renown. Right, let's see El Morte. Next up. I should have stayed outside, actually, thinking about it, because I'll need to do a restock. Okay. Smash up more dust, 1,000 enchanted lithium, and 1,350 enchanted. So that's a lot. It's a lot. It gets expensive, doesn't it? I wonder what the price of lightless silk is at the moment. It'd gone up to 70 gold on my server. I don't know what it is at the moment. I haven't checked in a few days. I really enjoyed the challenge of the Brutus. It was so much fun. Yes, Rose, me too. It was something we could really sort of focus on and sink our teeth into. I kind of think it should return rather than being Black Market Auction House. But something like that is definitely keeps you motivated, which is what it's about. Right, bit of anima, bit of leveling up. That's good. Okay, we've got a few here. Let's start with one. You say that's a lose. Can we make it a win by sending someone else in? No. Let's do this with. Whoops. Where have they gone? Let's take you out and you out. Let's use Plaguey because you're quite powerful. There we go. That's an easy win. Just to make sure, I'm going to stick you in. No, I won't. I'll stick you in. There we go. And then these should be easy enough. Except for that one, of course. Okay. Okay, that's... Ooh, not quite. We'll have to... Okay, there we go. Have to throw in a couple. And the anima, this one. Let's try with that, win, that's all good. Okay, now we've only got a couple of people, no, we've got 3 people left, so we could just do XP, but that's expensive. I'm going to go with the gold instead. That would be better. XP will come in time, but gold, always useful. So we'll take that, and we'll take that one. That leaves us one more person. XP here, or see, they're both 50. We got enough, really. That's 30. That's slightly cheaper. The reputation is actually fairly okay. You know what I'll do? As it's only costing me 10, an extra 400. Not too concerned with this. Let's do that. And I have got the anniversary gain, so that should be fine. Okay, so heading outside. I'm going to go eat, see what you missed touring the volley. Okay, Rose, I hope to see you soon. Hope you have something tasty. 3,000 Shadowglass ingots. Oh, ouch, yeah. I bring it back with a different colour. Yeah, I mean, the idea with the bank on the back, I'll be very happy for. Race to first to gift you gold cap is next. That's very optimistic, Dark King. And it pitch you a few million to get you started. Almost empties your gold vault, Shadowgast in the gun. Yeah, I think... Oh, that's the wrong... It's not flying. There we go. Yeah, I think if I do return to NA, I'll definitely want to just... I'm going to focus on professions. Ooh, 30,000 gold. What's here? That sounds like a good set of sales. We're only... Yeah, we're at 115,000, so this is good. This is true. Although I'm not going to get into different people's favoured worshipping methods, Real Ginny. Large elephant mammoth with a bank on it. Yep, I'd go with that, Mr. Ugly. What have we got? Sabatons, Greaves, Waistguard, Breastplate, and Claymore. That's a good set of sales. Thank you very much. I'll take those. Let's do a post scan. Should be a turtle. Yeah. Got you there. Okay, we're doing well. A couple more characters to jump through. My poor neglected other characters. Not even level 60 yet. Ooh, 10% movement speed. Yeah, if it's a big tortoise, maybe that would be good. 1.2 million for uncanny blade. That's just ridiculous. Just boosting the price of that way too high. We'll deal with that another time. I always say that. I know. There we go. Another 30,000. 3.624. We're going to have to spend some of this gold though, especially on the old panthers. So it's not quite as rosy as it looks. Right, if I can time this better, you want to aim for the middle and the top. And then hopefully I can get almost to the mission table by flying. That was a good run, that one. Okay, that's done. The next one. Samadan returns. I know, I really should fix those auctions. I'm really not expecting sales on that front. Something prehistoric and how about a T-Rex? A big T-Rex would be nice. Oh yeah, I haven't got that Murloc thing actually. Staking's plays well. Good evening to you. It's going very well, thank you very much. We're just running through listing all our auctions on so far. Riding on a shark with lasers. Now we're talking. Definitely. Alright, we have sold some now. I had a really, earlier on, I had a really lucky sale with Living Steel, and Bridget's got the money for that, so I thought I'd make some more, and again, we've got some good sales, 15,000. That's not as good profit as it could be, but it's still a profit for me, so I'll take that. That's what, about 1,000 each on the Living Steel. Yeah, I don't know if have I got the Murloc? You have to buy it, don't you? It's not in my appearances sets. I don't think the one from having the 6-month sub hasn't come through yet. I don't think. Doesn't look like it is. Anyway, I digress. Post scan. Let's get this on. I think we need to restock definitely on potions. I don't think potions are selling that well at the moment anyway. We'll be better off waiting. See, there we go, 1,500. I think they've been reset to a higher price. I'm happy to do that because my crafting cost is coming out really cheap at 435. So I'm happy to sell them for 1,000 if needs be. I'll have to make some more of those though. So that's them. See, we're only at 39,000, so we're still at a loss here, even with that Living Steel sales. So we need some success here for Jewelcrafting. I'll have to think about that in a moment. Let's get Samadan done, and then at least everyone is all listed on. Finally past 1 million gold again. Oh, fantastic. Very spiky graph from putting most of what you made back into crafting to build it up. That's the good reinvestment though, definitely. Are you looking at legendaries, or are you just thinking just general professions? But that's how it works, definitely. Was it in the launcher? I thought it was. I thought I had it in here. Let me just move across. I'm fairly sure last stream I claimed it.
Work complete.
It was under gifts, and I claimed it. Oh, there it is. Baby Murloc satchels. Claim. I swear I did that last time. For EU. Claim. Maybe it didn't go through last time. Okay. Okay, now it is. That should work, hopefully. Okay. Do a bit of everything, but considering most concentrate most on 200, 230 and Legos. Yeah, that's a good spread because the 200, 230 gear is solid, definitely. So hopefully, I'll probably have to do a relog to have it come through. It's in the appearances. It'll be in the sats eventually, I imagine. Should be in there. I need a reload before it shows up, I imagine, and take up to an hour. Yeah, I imagine we'll leave it as it is for the moment. I'm sure it'll come through. So what have you got? 400 gold. Again, not expecting a huge amount. I'd have to restock on the missives here. Again, this is a mess. Inscription. It really needs work. We also need to level up. We're currently level 52. We need to work on that whilst we have got the buff at the moment. How much longer do we have for the buff? I'm sure it's going to run out at some point, which is a shame. I bet it's going to run out tomorrow or something like that. And I haven't made the use of it. Let's just have a quick look. Anniversary ends here on the 6th, the 6th of December. Okay. So I've got a week to level up. Okay. Do I ever just start on a new server and try to make gold down from the auction house? I kind of did, Killer Bob, with my NA Let's Play series. That currently is on pause at the moment, but I'd like to come back to that and start making more gold on that. Diamond Fair starts on the 5th, so there'll be double for a day and a half. Okay, that could be nice as well. Although I just have to not die. Right, okay, so everyone's done on the whole. You play EU and think of trying it on NA. Yeah, it's a fun challenge, definitely. I highly recommend it. I'd like to get back to my Let's Play series. I've got other Let's Play series in my head at the moment. We just started a Season of Mastery Let's Play. So I'm going to see how much I can keep those going as well. So before the blog goes live, let's have a quick look. Restocking wise, this is going to be a fairly big one, I reckon. Especially because those enchants that we were missing I've now added back in. I'll need to update my Patreon actually now that I've done that. I'll try and remember that for Monday tomorrow. Send out my new groups for everyone. So let's go. Crusader can be a tough one to get the golden. Is it golden orbs? I think. Let's pick up the spare bits and pieces, and let's have a look at our auctions. Got a couple of sales. Eternal stats, fortified speed already. That's good. Now, what's the damage restocking wise? Oh, there's a long pause. Okay, 75,000. Shadowy mask. Now that's That's not right. I don't remember selling any shadow weave masks.
Have anything ancient
And I'm
to trade?
sure
These to be
I
at least
have
2 centuries old.
shadow weave mask. Oh, I have 3. Last sold. Oh, actually, I did. Okay, I did. I sold one 1 day ago. Okay, so that's why I have to restock on one of those.
Find anything exotic?
And what else? Otherworldly bag, light silk pouches. Profit's okay on those. Shirts good. Food's good. Enchants. Now here we go. Crusader. That's a good one. Righteous Orb. I've got enough for those. I need to have a look for those. And then everything else seems good. So gathering wise, guild bank, anything from alts, lightless silk. Okay, we'll do a purchase of that. Silk and cloth and soul dust we can craft. Okay, let's get the task list going on this. We'll keep an eye on that. Just sold an enchant. This is going to take a while. So let's have a quick look. Enchanting mats. Let's look cloth first. And there goes eternal stats. Fortified leech. That's good. Valerics, would you ever consider doing a short video? You should be going with the basics of gold making in terms of understanding farming mats versus buying profits, etc. Maybe a crash course in economics in general. Usually I suggest do whichever of those two you find more fun is my first port of call for those, because lots of different people like farming and lots of different people like professions. So I always go whichever one is more fun to you. Okay, lovely, we've got that for you. Number 7, and the blog's live. So 4, 5, 6, 7 is as the blog's gone live. I think that's a good one. So I'll mark that one as complete, and then I'll go have a look. Thank you, Darkwing, for the link. I'm going to buy this first because this is a good price, 52 gold. I'm going to need this. So I'm going to take all of the 52. I might even go a bit higher. I would be tempted to go all the way up here to 69, but I might just go 1,000. No, let's not be greedy here. Let's go with just that for now, 40,000. And the shrouded cloth I think we need a fair amount of. Well, there's loads here, so let's get a couple of thousand. I mean, less than the gold is good. Maybe even more. That's 6,000. So someone wanted to come in. I think that might be Dodger. Let's go. Ooh, that's gone. Hold on. Let's try that again. Let's go. Oh, okay. Let's reload that. I think more's been put on, or some's been bought. Let's just buy that lot. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's just grab that now. There we go. Somebody's just like sorting groups and making operations. Definitely, Rook. Definitely. Agrees with all of our middle names. In a sense, I would say we're here for our own successes, certainly. So there is, you know, with all honesty, a certain amount agreed with that. Right, let's go before I carry on this path of everything here. I could probably do with sorting out some of this, but what am I going to have to make? No, this is all buy from vendor. We should be alright. Or hexweave cloth we could probably do. Oh, I digress. Quick, let's do the blog. Otherwise, I'll never do it. Right. Worth it profession, guys. This is a doozy from John. I really like how this has come together. Let me just sort the command out. Commands. Wowhead. Edit. That on. Okay, that's working. And okay, so exclamation mark. Wowhead. There we go. There, that should work. Number 204, would you believe? amazing. Just keep on going from strength to strength. Wonderful gold making community that we have. Couldn't do this without everyone on Reddit contributing. So let's just move this across. And it was a little bit small with the jammy cam there, so I'll just move that in to the corner there and see that. Okay. Made about 68 million in profits since February. That is really nice. Really nice. And you're giving friends about 17 million so far. Even better. Even better. Smells smoke yet? No, not me. Right, so... Right, this is a good one. Okay, let's start with the blog. So, number 204. We covered this a few weeks back, but John, aka DalaGG, has been hard at work getting WorthIt Guides together. So, if you haven't seen WorthIt Guides, it is... I did download it earlier. I haven't... where's it gone? All the things... WorthIt Guides, like this. Gold guides for all. So basically, beginner's guide to gold making, TSM profile for crafting. You've got things here. What's really nice, I like here, is mining leveling guide with roots and things on there, and then crafting guides that each of the different like engineering leveling guide, what you're going to need, where you need to go, steps you need to do, and having this in a little in-game window is absolutely fantastic. There's cooking, all the different expansions, the kind of cost, depending on if you've got TSM, shows you all that. Obviously, Wrath of Lich King's not there, but all of this stuff is really, really nice. If you want to level up your professions, built in to the game. I think John's done a fantastic job here. Roots is good for like mining, herbalism, if you use WorthIt before here anyway, that's always been quite good. Flipping, there's some, I haven't actually looked at this, flipping little article on that, and then farming, this is like gold potential with toys, reputation farms, lots of really nice guards here, farming mounts. I mean, this is really nicely put together. I think this is absolutely brilliant, and just having more and more people contributing, this is going to be really good. Crafting as well, Inscription, you know, tell you about the profession, loads and loads of stuff here. So if you want a full rundown of it, it's in the blog here. So going through all the guides, leveling, gathering, crafting professions, optional add-ons using roots and roots import export, TomTom, so it ties in with other add-ons, which is really nice. But yeah, the thing that I think I could see a lot of people making use of here is the crafting professions and learning, going where to go and learning all your professions. It's a bit like Zygor does with profession guides, but this is obviously free and Zygor's paid for, so this is a really nice addition. There's an overall overview video if you want to have a look and watch that. It shows you all the things. It's a bit like what I just did, a very quick run through there. And if you've got any questions, go onto DalaGG's Discord channel and have a look there. And there's a link there to the actual add-on itself. Really, really, if you're new to gold making or you want to expand your existing gold making repertoire, I highly recommend having that installed and give it a look. I mean, more tools is always good from my point of view, definitely. So this is excellent job. So I can only see great things coming from this. So that was a bit of a quick run through. I mean, I think it would be worth a proper deep dive, but I'll leave that for John to do a video on that, because I think that's going to be the most appropriate place for it to be. So that was the main news this week. Then we've got Canada TV, long-time friend of the stream, has been doing a nice little guide about island expeditions. So this isn't necessarily like a big, massive, insane gold-making machine. Caveat that straight away. This is a specific thing that basically, if you've got multiple accounts, like 2 or 3, and you want to level your characters in a nice relaxed manner and send them all through island expeditions, you can then start collecting things, all the different transmog you can get from the island expeditions, occasional pets. You're also leveling really well at the same time, so it's a good mix between just sort of like, it's relaxed because it's using the the solo queuing of the island expeditions, and it's on your own. I mean, you can set, if you've got, say, 2 accounts, and you can have your third one could be just a friends joining in, and they can park themselves and just level up quite easily. Yeah, I would highly recommend giving it a look if it's a very specific niche thing, but Canadia's done a nice job of putting it together and doing a little write-up here, and then obviously a video to go through. You bought 4 spiders, 2 cubs, Gormai, and many copies of Diablo 2 Remastered. I mean, that is fantastic. Just giving out with your generosity from your gold rook is lovely. Yeah, I definitely recommend the add-on Kurochi. Yeah. Canadia's not been around in a while, but it's nice to see him back. He streams as well, Canada TV. So have a look and give him a follow as well on YouTube and Twitch. What you got me? So, speaking of other gold makers, Manthius, as always, does some great videos. Has been having a lot of fun watching him return to streaming, and he's got his legendary gold printing machine, as he likes to call it. This is a really nice video, just going through the kind of setup he would do on a new server. So this is about sort of tailoring professions to be most optimal, with the thought of crafting. The eventual goal here is to get set up crafting legendaries as quickly as possible. So this is what Manthius goes through. This isn't about crafting legendaries, because he has that in plenty of other videos. This is more about sort of the process to get started, what to prioritize, and then how to go through on that. And he has a nice little summary of everything. So I highly have a look at that if you'd like. Hadja going for a full screen, cats. We can do that because Jammy's fast asleep. We'll have a little interlude here. One moment for you. Hold on. I'll pause that for a moment. There we go. We need to get rid of me because we can't see me. Hold on. Name cam. There we go. Sleeping Jammy. He's the smallest of our 4 cats. But we definitely need more cats in the stream. Definitely. With Totoro in the background and Cat Bus as well. He's bigger than Cat Bus. Just sleeping away. I'm doing this straight away through the blog, Darkwing, because, like you said, more cats. You came in at the right time, Zanzibar. Good evening to you. We're just watching Jammy sleep at the moment. I took a nice photo of him earlier. I don't know if you saw that on Twitter. He was fast asleep then as well. Where is it? I'll leave that one up as well. There we go. Okay, and nap sounds great, right? Okay, we've done the full screen. I'll mark that one as complete. But as a bonus extra, we also have this photo from earlier. Jammy just sleeping, chilling out. He's just so happy. It's him and sitting next to Uncle Oreo. He's just the cutest kitten. Well, he's not really a kitten now. He's over a year old, so definitely. I'll try and pronounce you Aisberg. Aisberg. Good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. I hope I pronounced that semi-correctly. There we go. Oh, and we sold Grimveld braces for 888 gold. Is that actually 888 gold? Let's just check. Grimveld braces. No, I think it's a big one, according to that. 13,000. Rank 4 Grimveld braces. Okay, I'll take that. Let me just move that across a little bit so we can see that. There we go. Wow, fantastic. Adriana, good evening to you as well. Right, where's the blog? Let's carry on with the blog. Let's finish this one up. Right, okay. You had a pre-stream nap already. Yeah, naps are always good. The older you get, the more you cherish them, certainly. Right. Not long got up from a nap. It was unintended nap with when meditating and fell asleep. You know what, Stakings, every time I meditate, I deliberately lie down so that when I sleep, because I do sleep after meditating, it's just natural. I might as well just say I'm going for a nap because it has the same effect. But it leaves me nice and chilled afterwards. Okay, let's carry on to the next topic, because this was an interesting one. This was a bit of auction house PvP, a tale from Shadowlands retrospective. So it's been a year since Shadowlands have been out, and Pongza has come up with a nice little write-up about what they did and how they had their successes. Obviously, you can see here 390 million in sales, 205 million in expenses, 184 million in profit. There's a little wonky with the guild bank transfers here, but even this from 0 to 50 million is an amazing feat, nonetheless, certainly. Lays down so that when he falls asleep, he doesn't bang his head on the floor. Exactly, that's what you got to do, because you know you're going to fall asleep. So a bit of background, did a bit of playing during Wrath of the Lich King, but then came back and Walls of Draenor, and then really got into things with, when was this? This is pre-Shadowlands TSM activity, so basically, very spiky. This is what you tend to see with a lot of people with their gold making, just sort of breaking even. Making a bit of gold, paying for something, and then carrying on like that. It's when you actually focus on trying to actually accumulate gold, that's when you see things happen. I mean, obviously the big key thing here, sadly unemployed due to COVID, a lot of us suddenly found ourselves with a lot more time on our hands, and this was put to good use on the auction house. So I think you do need to caveat these big stories with this. It does take a lot of effort, time, and setup to be able to do this. And so basically they leveled up professions and started funneling all the gold into professions, and then going through and getting sort of tailoring and enchanting on that one, rotates professions with the rep requirements to get all of that set up, leatherworking and skinning, blacksmithing, jewelcrafting, so just basically building up the legendary crafters, as it were, and then leveled up the legendaries pretty slowly over the course of a month, with leather taking about 2 months to fully level, all to level 4. So that's kind of like the start. This is the representation of the early successes. If you got into legendaries early, this is what it looked like. I mean, I didn't do this. People like Hikons and Manthius have done this, and many others have done this. And you can see here visually, this is where the initial investment just churns through, and then you get that break point where you start making loads and loads of gold. So the expenses are high, but the profits as a result are high. So this is the early phase 1 really of legendaries. We've seen it come again with the latest phase of legendaries, and I think we'll get this again with 9.2 as well. Also, people just assume you don't have work to do because they don't, and because it's so much the norm that those of us who work 8 to 10 hour days are marginalised versus those who work 2 hours a week at best. I mean, exactly, Rotini. Everyone's journey is different, and I think with gold making, you can look at my own TSM graph as an example. If I go to 3 months, this is a month of not playing. This is what happens to your gold. And then this is a month of listing my auctions on not every day, but fairly consistently. That is the only difference. Same auction groups, same groups, same everything. It's largely down to the amount of time you put into the game. If you don't play and you don't list your auctions, you don't make any gold. Simple as. If you've got hours to spend, you can use that time profitably, and you can make gold. I work when Sam streams. It's very much appreciated, Darkwing. So always with gold making, yes, you can be efficient. I mean, that's the key thing here, is always efficiency. You can find ways to be more efficient and not do things that take up a lot of time, but there are ways to always sort of do a bit better, I think. Just see your name just in the corner. Exactly, time is money. Motivation plays a bit night down after getting full-time work, keep logging and then realising how much you have to do and then giving up. Exactly, that's the main issue, really. Put your cat to work. I could maybe get Jammy to list a few auctions or something like that, certainly. Be quite difficult though to train him. He's not the easiest to train, certainly. So yeah, you can see here, time comes in and sees some very good successes, and especially if you were able to double down on a market like Legendaries early on. And so this is a testament. I mean, it's interesting to see like bestsellers, Shadowgast ring, Umberhide leggings, Shadowgast necklace. Obviously, these are more recent ones. Umberhide leggings is probably one that was from earlier. But you see, this is the thing. How much spent? 65 million, 9 million. 7 million. This is my issue partly with Legendary system, is yes, you can make massive profits, and that's good. Obviously we wouldn't do it, but the way you get into it and the barrier to entry being this huge amount of gold you need to invest, it just makes it, well, for me, very unappealing. And so I never really got into it too much. I was a bit too little too late, and then I just didn't have the incentive to get into it myself. Yes, my TSM graph would look huge by comparison if I did, but we're talking like 4 or 5 million here tops in my entire career of gold making. I'm happy with that. It gets me my token. It pays for my game time and the occasional bits and pieces. So everyone's journey is different, which is what we were saying earlier. I miss old WoW talent trees. Yeah, I do too. I think they were really nice. Attracting viewers and subs and donations. Exactly, real Ginny. Working by sleeping. It's a rare thing to have Jammy with us on the stream as well, so it's quite nice to have him. There we go. Enchant boots sold treads, just sold for 19 gold. So this is a really nice tale. I mean, it's interesting to see what happens here. This is the part of the auction house PvP actually deliberately crashing markets in order to sort of push people out of selling them. And this is part of the reason why I didn't like Legendaries. So much wasted materials and things, people trying to get into them, and it's not my way of making gold by pushing other people out. Obviously it's auction house PvP, it's everyone wants to play their game differently, so it's just another way of doing it. It's not my preferred way of doing it, but like I said, everyone is different, but it's just interesting to see how the tactics work for them on this particular instance. Welcome back, Dressing Rose. How was your food? We're just going through the blog. We're almost done. The last thing we want to talk about is returning player with lots of alts. You come back at the right time, Justin Rose, because obviously you do have lots of alts. Is anything like the Anchor We Transmute that's consistent, decent money if you have an army of level 60s? Not the Anchor We Transmute, which is fairly easy to get into. But we've talked about this many times on the blog before. The mission table is probably where it's at in terms of money, but it does take a fair amount of setup, which is what Noximus and Wampy go through here, just saying, okay, yes, you can do the mission tables, but it's going to take you a fair amount of investment to get to that point for each character. So yes, once you get there, it is, you know, look at, I think Zanzful has done a video recently going through the amount of gold he's been making. So it's, actually, I haven't got a link to that. If Zanzful, if you're still here, Zanzful, can you put a link to your video in the chat? The one where you said how many millions you're making at the moment. Because I think that's a really good testament to how you can really make a decent amount of gold. Remind everyone about how awesome Wowhead's Mage Tower list is. He sold 10 times more legacy Jewelcrafting gems today than last month. Oh, really? I haven't checked the list out yet, but it's in my Discord, definitely. Thank you, Zanzibar. Yeah. Sorry, I have M&M's though. Nice. Does TSM restock items that are already in the auction house? It's not really how it works. It works on your... what I tend to do, as a matter of habit, which a lot of people don't always remember to do, is when you go to restock, always have a quick look at your auctions first, so TSM can get an up-to-date list of what you've got on the auction house. That way it'll take it into account. And then once that's on, then you go into your profession and do your TSM groups. If I just clear this, and then you do your restock after you just had a look at the auction house, and then this will be up to date and take into account everything you've got in your inventory and what's on the auction house, if that works. Up to just under 3 million gold monthly with the mission tables. That is amazing. I mean, again, it took you a huge amount to get up to that Zanzibar, didn't it? But now that you're there, now that you can just tick through each of the mission tables and make the gold. So I think it is the way at this point of the expansion, and for the, well, how long is the expansion going to be? Till 9.2 and then beyond till 10.0. What do you reckon? Another year, perhaps, in terms of expansion length. And if you've got set up with mission tables, that's going to be a decent amount of gold over the next year, definitely. 15 characters running now, working on more. Yeah, I mean, 15 characters is a huge amount, and that's a sizable investment of time. I would like to get up to 6, I think. Yeah, and 9.2 is going to be interesting. Yeah, that's the thing is, once you're, it just takes a long time to get all your get everyone up to the right level, isn't it? 12 to 15 you'll end up with. Yeah, I don't have the time to do. I don't have time to do the 6. I'm just listing my auctions on at the moment. Excuse me, and that's about it for me. 8 characters close to maxed out fully, when the other 7 are mid-range. All your 15 have 20 plus followers. Yeah, I think having the multiple followers. And how many times a day would you say, Zanzibar, you go through your missions? Are you doing it once a day, or are you doing it every 4 hours? Because I think that makes a big difference as well. Time for rehearsal here. No problem, Commander Buns. Lovely to have you here. Hope to see you again soon. At the moment, we do it twice a day. Okay. Nice average between the two. I think that's about it for the Wowhead blog this week. So I would say, if you do have any questions and you're watching in the embed, please do come on through. We'll be here for a little bit longer doing everything else in our gold making repertoire, carrying on the discussion here. So if you'd like to come on through, thank you everyone for contributing to the Wowhead blog this week. We shall continue our gold making adventures here on Shadow Song by restocking on our characters first, on Samadan first, and then we'll go on from here and see what else we can do. So where's our task list gone? There it is. Cooldowns, let's do our Hexweave cloth whilst we're here, because we need some of that. We've got some cloth that we needed. We need another 13 Hexweave cloth, so I think let's start with Garrison, because we haven't done that in a while. Pretty much in the same boat are you, Virginia? Yeah. but it's not the most important thing in the world. Exactly, you don't need to get to 60. The only benefit of having a whole load of characters at 60 is they can funnel all their XP rewards to other characters and get them leveled up quicker, is the way I look at it. Oh, no, we need that one. Let's take the completed mission and let's do another one. Don't need anything else there. Let's head on outside. And then also makes the login screen look nice. Yeah, there is that too. Very true. Also, almost all Bastion, which is not ideal either, but to it according to class-specific reasons. I mean, I think Bastion's quite nice from mobility points of view for listing auctions, as well as everything's outside and you can stay mounted. I find it difficult with some of the other covenants, although obviously Night Fae, if you just park there, is arguably the most powerful one, I think, isn't it? Let's take all of those. Our work orders. Do the other one on this side. And then do our rush work order. Who got the rush work order? It's enchanting. Grab all of those and then just do another update of the work orders. Okay, so with that done, we've got the bank here already, so that makes things quite easy. Let's go to the guild vault and got all of this lot of stuff, so let's move all of that. Cooldowns are fine. Elysian Thade, Hypnotic Dust, and oh, Shadow Silk. Are we going to have to go off and do a bit of farming? If Shadow Silk is expensive, then I'm not going to be doing it here. I'm not going to be buying it, certainly. Yeah, I have to get some more leveling done before the anniversary ends. Yes, definitely. Make the most of it now. Right, we also got a lot of... Oh, I should have gone and picked up my Arboreal Shards. Right, that's done. Enchanted Lightless Silk. Are we still switching to Bridget for silk? What's that for? Let me just check that. Alts. Alt is Soul Dust. Okay, let's just check the price of Soul Dust. Let's go here and check cloth. Let's check enchanting mats. Soul Dust is pretty cheap at 3 gold 97. 1 gold 66 crafting cost, so that's even cheaper. What's my smart average buy price? 5 gold. Let's just up that a little bit. Let's just get some easy ones here, because it's just easier that way sometimes. Save me crafting time. Let's pick up those. We also need the Elysian Thade and Hypnotic Dust. Okay. Ooh, wow. Shadow Silk at 1 gold 16. I'll definitely buy that. In fact, you know what? I'm buying all of that up. Because even at 19 gold, I mean, it used to be like 800 gold at some points. I'm going to buy all of that. And Hypnotic Dust, fairly easy. That cost saying 36. We could probably get this through disenchanting various methods, but I'm going to go with the easy way, which is just buying it. And the Elysian Thade is quite expensive here, double price. I only need 1. Smart average buy price is 11. That will affect my food prices, so I'm going to take the 3, just so that I've got a number to work with in TSM. So let's take all of that. That'll readjust things. So let's go Dalaran. We can go visit some vendors. I need to go back to get the the food and the arboreal shards. So I'll have a look at that one as well. Pet chat has been dominating a lot of your playtime, trying to finish out maxing all your pets. 120 left to finish. Wow, Mr. Ugly. I mean, that is quite the challenge. And I have yet to get into pets. I mean, I have a few, obviously. Oh, it's all white. Oh, that's because I'm there. But yeah, it's another dimension of the game. Same with mount collecting. I've yet to get into. There's just too much to do, really. To be perfectly frank. Right, so that nylon thread we'll get. Lost wheat flour, that's all. Enchanting vellum. We'll pick up that from here. We can get through the no enchanting supplies. Enchanting vellum, let's get a stack. That's easy enough. And then everything else. Right, so let's go back over here. No problem, Darkwing. We'll be fine. Yeah, they are slow on Shadow Song, definitely. I mean, any pets I have sold on Shadow Song, I usually think of them as fire and forget, really. Chaos time. Everyone riot. Right, let's go over here. And let's buy up all of that. There we go. I think you meant everyone please riot. Nylon thread. You know what, I'll just buy the expensive one. We have a certain way of about doing things with me, yes.
Greetings, sir, and
Right, that's done, and let's head on out. Exactly as Mr. Ugly says. So from here we need to now teleport to the middle to pick up our arboreal shards. Most your pet sales came from Jack buying them to flip. I wouldn't be surprised, real Ginny. I wouldn't be surprised at all. Right. Yeah, I miss Jack. I can understand his reasons for not coming back, but still. There we go. That's that. Okay, so we need enchanted lightless silk, 50 of those. That's not too bad. We're gonna probably need some more materials from the guild bank though, because this doesn't always correctly add up everything it's going to need once you start making the other crafters marks. I got busy with IRL and work as well. Oh, okay, Zanzibar, that's good to hear as well. Kind of makes it feel better, but still. Pets are so hit and miss. You sell a bunch of different types like on like 6 servers, and it's wildly different. Yeah, I can imagine. It's very hard. Tell him we still love him. Exactly. Welcome back anytime. Couldn't have said it better myself, real Ginny. So this isn't too bad at restock, actually. I thought it would be more. We do need to do some work with Bridget, though. Discounted distilled death extract. No, Rook. How do you get hold of that? Okay, novice crafter's mark. Take that. Crafter's mark of the chained isle. Are we missing some materials? No, we're alright. Okay, so that's all of the gathering done. Close the task list. So, 83,000 profit, according to this. Is this still a profit on the food? Just about with most of it. Okay, see, Shadowlace Tunic. 20,000 profit on that. I would much rather make a Shadow Lace tunic. It's either 200 or probably 230. Yeah, because it's cross mark of the Chained Isle. I'd rather make that than the legendaries for like 4,900 profit. It just makes such a difference. Otherworldly bag, shrouded cloth mittens. Always like selling shadow weave masks. And then obviously the bags, lightless silk, deep sea and shrouded cloth, hex weave and nether weave. All the bags. As a tailor, I would be remiss in my duties as a tailor if I didn't make all the bags, including netherweave bags. That's interesting, the green holiday shirt has been selling quite well of late. People getting ready for Christmas and all that. Right, netherweave. I'm so glad the netherweave bags crafting speed has been increased. So much nicer. It makes them more palatable to craft, certainly. Right, I think we've got a PS, so we should be fast on these. There we go. So fast the icon, the crafting bar can't keep up. I need to collect the last of the feasts actually, still haven't done that. Found that you're missing half of the designs. Oh really, Korochi? Best get collecting then. Tailoring next. I should do the same myself, in fact. Oh no, not tailoring, enchanting. Okay, here we go, Crusader. Let's get this back in the selling list. Can't believe I've went 100 days without selling it. We're up to 400,000 profit from the meat you bought when Corthia hit. Very nice. Yeah, I don't know how to get all the recipes you need for Jewelcrafting actually. Oh, disturbed Jammy. Lots of tenets of haste coming through, eternal stats. How are we doing profit margins? Not huge here. These ones are alright. 196, 218. I'm alright with those profits. For Wrath of the Lich King and Castellan, there's Jewelcrafting dailies, for which you get a token and you need about 4 per design. Oh, right, okay, thank you, Koroji. I don't think I've done those. I've got some work to do. Yeah, meat's fairly cheap here at the moment. That's why I'm still making food at a good profit. There was a time on Shadowsong where it wasn't the case. I couldn't make anything for a profit. Right, let's get this lot posted on. Lots of nice auctions to put on here. So Grimveiled Bracers cost me 8,000 to make, 5,000 profit. It's alright. Shadowweave masks are at 2,500. They cost me 29 gold to make. I see. I'd much prefer that. And then all the other bits and pieces, we'll put those on. Samadan, good evening to you. New here, returning to WoW after a long break. Starting a rogue now. Now, what are good money professions, or you should start off with? Enchanting and tailoring are always my first go-to ones because I really like those professions. I think you can fill them out with good, solid old world as well as current content as well. But as a rogue, I'd maybe look into leatherworking as well as an option. Jewelcrafting would be good, actually, thinking about it, because jewelcrafting, if you are going to get into the legendaries, it's quite competitive, but you can make some gold that way as well. Pickpocketing and gathering professions are good for rogues. That is also good because obviously with vanish and things with gathering, if you get yourself in a pinch, you can disappear quite easily on that front. So there's a lot of options certainly. And thank you for the follow as well. Phantasmal Haunts you bought about 15,000 of for 3 gold. Wow, that's a lot. Yeah. Dice farming, yes. There is that. I remember Gold Queen talking about it a long time ago. I don't know if it's still a thing now or not. I can't remember. Right. I mean, obviously we're nearly here at the getting the anima collected, but that will happen passively anyway. I think I'll leave Samadan here for now. The gold's going to come in from the sales so far, so that's good. We've obviously spent a fair amount of gold just then. How's the graph looking? Let's look 3 months. We've just sold Veiled Augment runes. Okay, so we're looking good for the week certainly. Let's go over to Bridget because we need to spend some money. Yeah, he's been sleeping the whole stream so far. He was out testing the cat flap earlier, so I think he's exhausted himself. Oh, we've got a second cat minute. Thank you. Drizzling Rose will do that one for you. Presently, where is it? There we are. You've got a bit of jammy face at the moment. I'll do that and I'll swap over to my other character whilst we're here. How's it going? Bridget, we're jumping over to. He's just fast asleep. Travel to Idlewild because 7 Orboreal shards short to finish a restock. Oh, that's a shame when you're just shy from a few. Yeah, certainly. Need 180 more so we can watch the rest of the stream.
Work complete.
Nota, your timing is impeccable. Xanthor's just redeemed an extra minute of cat timing. So we're just here watching watching Jammy sleeping. But thank you so much for the raid. How are you? How was your stream? Welcome everyone. This is my cat stream as we're just making gold on the side. But welcome everyone. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, perfect timing, Kokoriga. So yeah, we're just doing our restocks at the moment, and we just Zanzifar's redeemed another minute of Jammy as well as Drizzling Rose. So we're just letting him sleep for the moment, and then we'll go through and restock on Bridget here. Dark Queen's gone for another minute as well. We can have a camera for me. I think I'm not sure if the display capture is I can't really see that one. Where's me? That one. There we go. At least having it. I don't quite get in the way. I think we're alright there. There we are. Another minute from Darkwing. There we go. There is a limit on the redeems. Don't worry, Ginny. I think there's a limit. So we've at least got a few. Semifredo, good evening. Just got here from my article on Wowhead. We're having a little kitten interlude at the moment, but welcome. I hope you're doing well. We are just. Don't think I've got the. Don't think this is the. Yeah, that's the wrong one. We can't see that screen. I'll put another one on as well. We can't keep it for a full 24 hours, no. As Darkwing said, yeah, so we can't. Yeah, but Jammy's the cutest, certainly. I think we're not quite up to the limit yet, so what I'll do here, as I'm just on Bridget at the moment, is go check my auctions before the restock, and then we'll go through and have a look. Right, there we go. Okay, well, let's go back into the main scene. Thank you for all those redeems. Jammy appreciates it. Sleeping away. There we go. And pop that back on. There we go. A bit of a kitten interlude. So we sold a jeweled onyx panther recently, so we're going to have to restock on that one definitely. Let's have a look at what else we've got. Engineering and jewel crafting here. So yeah, jeweled onyx panther. Ooh, that's a good profit margin if we can sell it for that much. 74,000. Normally we sell them for about 10 to 20,000 profit. We'll take the rascal bot off. So this is a big gathering mission, so it's a bit of a pain. So Guildbank alts, Wild Jade alts. Okay, we're okay on most of those. Let's do the easy ones first. Orb of Mystery. We need 4 of them, which is the tricky one. Right, what can we get from here? Okay, Living Steel Awakening has. How much Living Steel do we need? We need 15. Awakening has all the Living Steel, so we'll have to cancel that one. I don't think Awakening has all of this though, actually. How are these? Essence of Servitude. We need 29 of those at 200 gold. We don't seem to have a crafting cost for these. Why not? I thought I did at one point. I'll take it at 200 just because it's simple. We don't have enough though, so I'm just going to take what I can. At 22. And Essence of Valor is okay at 235.
Yes, my lord.
How many do we need? Another 30 of those. Okay, this is tricky. We can get the 30 here. It's going to cost me 7,000. I'll take that. And the quick jewel doublet. We'll try that one. Semifredo, thank you so much for the follow. So we need how many quick jewel doublets? We need 8. I'll take all 9 because that's easy. There we go. Okay, Camby Summit, good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. So, what else have we got? Serpent's Eye we'll do ourselves. Wild Jade we'll get from alts, because it's not on here. We're not spending 450. What's the price of Kyperite? We've got a fair amount of it already. 399. We've got 2,200 in the guild vault. According to that, so that's plenty. So, right, order of things. Kyperite macro, we don't have any here. So, I think we should get somewhere. Let's do Dalaran, so we can go to the guild bank. We need to make sure we do the facets of research as well. Bob Ross of WoW. Well, thank you very much, Ivan. I'm doing very well, thank you. Me and Kuhn share that title, I think, but